Hi, Katie from Shakespeare Company here, bringing you the first of a series of video blog posts in which we will tell you about good books, warn you against not so good books, give you children's recommendations, and generally let you know what's new in the publishing world. So please give us any feedback and let us know what you would like to see here. The inspiration for this first post came from a customer, actually. He was in a couple of weekends ago, and we got to talking about some books that he had really loved of late. And they were books by Eco, and Borges, and Bolaño, and Calvino, and he began to lament the fact that he had yet to find, or at least in recent years, had not found an American author who had such a mastery of language as some of these men. And as booksellers, we try to find that book that meets exactly the criteria for which you're looking. And because I've been an evangelist for this book for over a year now, I thought that it met all of his standards. And the book is Tinkers by Paul Harding. Tinkers is a truly remarkable novel, as Marilyn Robinson there says. And I found the same thing to be true. Tinkers is a debut novel by Paul Harding about 3 generations of men who tinker. It is not plot-driven, it is only subtly character-driven, but rather it serves to expand the scope of language, to elegically evoke a landscape of clocks and circadian rhythms and epilepsy, and the anxieties of men who strive to commune with the natural world while simultaneously unable to resist their radically developing times and places. Tinkers is a very, very short gem of a novel, but it serves to remind the reader, or at least this reader, of just how powerful and refreshing a genre of fiction can be. Yes, even in America. To give you an idea of Harding's writing and the style of the novel, I'd like to share with you a short excerpt from Tinkers. This morning, the Monday morning after the Friday morning, when there was pre-dawn snow, and Howard had stopped to look at a field that had once been a homestead and had, in a fugue state, made a contraption out of twigs and grass and flowers, which he had already forgotten making, and then had had a seizure and awoke freezing in the field, and had finally realized who he was and where he was, and had made his way home. This morning brought fear that there hid somewhere on one of the back roads that he intended to canvass another seizure. A bolt of lightning coiled behind a rock or stump, or within the hollow of a tree, or some strange nest, and which his passing would trigger to explode, and to impale him. Such vanity would gall to elect for yourself such attention, good or bad. Project yourself above yourself. Look at the top of your dusty hat. Cheap felt, wilted and patched, with scraps from the last wilted and patched felt hat. What a crown! What a king you are to deserve such displeasure! How important that God stop whatever it is he is tending and pitch bolts at your head. Rise higher, above the trees. Your crown is already hard to see amid the dust of the road and dirt of the ditch, but you are still remarkable. Rise higher, perhaps to the height where the blackbirds flap. Where have you gone? Oh, there you are, I think. That is you, isn't it, that wisp inching along? Well, rise higher, then, to the belly of the clouds. Where have you gone? Now higher, to where, if you are not careful, you might stub your toe on the mountains of the moon. Where are you? Never mind you. Where is your home, your county, your state, your nation? Ah, there it is. And higher now, so that your hair and the lashes of your eyes catch fire from the sparks of solar flares. On which of those bright bodies do you rule your kingdom of dirt, your cart of soap? Very well, that one. I hope you are right. There is little need for a tinker on Mars. Now higher again past the 8th planet, named for the king of the sea, and higher again past the shadowy 9th, which for now only exists in the dreams of men back on. Well, where have you gone? Which among these millions of glittering facets is where you belong? Where is it you toil and drum and fall to the ground and thrash in the weeds? So that is an excerpt from Tinker by Paul Harding from Bellevue Literary Press. It's in stock and on sale now at Shakespeare Company. So put down what you're doing, come in today, and see just what this indie has to offer. Thanks.